Coming up on the spot.
If a man needs income, they will get the income killing people in town. Yeah, so they don't need income, they need value. What can they do to add value to society? Then society has no problem giving them money.
This is The Spot, an open and honest conversation about life and love and everything in between with me, STL Yamumo. Wow, welcome back yet again on The Spot podcast. I am STL Yamumo, and Kamakawa, we're still on this amazing set. It has some good vibes on it. Ina feel too poor. And if you're wondering where we are at, well, Tuko are the studios of Kamunge Original Studios. It's an amazing place for your photo shoot, for your videos, for your recording sessions, kama ni podcast or any other recording unaweza taka. This set is very it can be spiced up to it can be tailored to suit whatever you want. So hit them up, and in case you're wondering wako located wapi, you can check them out at Agro House, iko along Tomboya Street. Yes, at the intersection of Geddy Street, 6th floor. Yeah, but meanwhile, you can also check them out on social media pages, and you know what? Make your way here and get to do what you really want to do. Come on, photo shoot, videos, podcast recording, vlogs, anything. This set is amazing just for you. And also talking about amazing things, Niatia Komba, we have an amazing guest with us today, Pitson.
Yeah.
Manze, what a story. Inile patron samanga, what a story. What a life. This is smoking.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
In the last part, tumeachia place whereby you are, at your lowest.
Yeah.
Revenue streams zimekuwa cut.
Yeah.
No one is calling you for gigs.
Right.
Money is not coming through.
Right.
I mean, it humbles you. But how is it?
It does. It humbles you, and if you're wise, you start asking questions. Life is punctuated by questions. Answers come to those who are asking questions. So I asked myself, what is it? There has to be something. You just can't come from making a lot of money to making nothing. You can't come from paying rent for so many people to you can't afford house rent for yourself and your family. When you can't afford 20,000 rent and you've gone 3 months without paying and you are making millions, there has to be a problem, and you have to ask yourself, what is it? So I asked myself those questions. It is Matthew chapter 7 verse 7 that says, ask
and you shall
and
receive.
You shall receive.
Yeah.
Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open. So answers are reserved for those who are asking. Finding is a reservation of those who are seeking, and open doors for those who are knocking. So I started asking myself, what is it? What is it? And I could hear the voice of God saying, come, let us reason together. So in a long time, you see, growing up, I grew up with prayer. But in a long time, because of you're busy, I had stopped doing consistent prayers. So I went to this place. I remember growing up, I remember going to Arboretum. And I remember telling God, God, if you can just take me to campus, that's all I want. If you take me to campus, the first person in my family to step into a campus and actually graduate, then I'll serve you forever. And there's so many covenants I'd made at Arboretum. So Arboretum was, in a sense, my place of covenant. So I went there and I remember sitting down on the floor and asking God, what is it? This is not me. I cannot be struggling like this. There's something wrong. And my phone, now I'm Teja. Of course, no one can reach me. If you have to reach me, you have to call my friend Bire. Then Bire calls my wife. Then now my wife tells me if I am home.
And at that time, you're not in good terms with your wife.
Sasa sikia. So sometimes hata hataki kuchukua hizo calls because anafikiria hizi ni zile tu za hao wasichana. And I remember closing my eyes. It was about 12. I closed my eyes about 12, and to me it seemed like I have just blinked, like I have just closed and then opened. When I closed, I had the voice say, "Can you hear me now?" 3 times. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Then I opened my eyes. It was 3 p.m. That's from 12 to 1 to 2 to 3 hours of my life I cannot account for. I was in a trance. I did not sleep. I know I did not sleep. But I could hear a voice say, "Can you hear me now?" I say, "Yes, I can hear you." God said, "Come, I will change your life. You have tried folly or foolishness. It's time to try wisdom." And I changed my life. I started becoming the man I should become. I went, apologized to my wife, said, "I'm sorry. I think the problems that we are facing in this family are because of me. And I'm sorry."
Self-awareness.
Self-awareness. Yeah. And there are stages of awareness. First, you're unconsciously incompetent. You don't know you don't know. And then you're consciously incompetent. You know that you don't know. And then you are consciously competent. You know that you know, which is a place of pride. And then there's the last stage, which we should all endeavor to be, which is unconsciously competent. You're living a life where everything around you is excellent, but you're not aware of it.
Okay.
So you're not doing your work well because you have decided to do your work well. You're doing your work well because that's who you are. You have placed a standard in your life, a threshold under which you cannot perform. This is my life. This is my standard. So when I look at your body, if you don't like it, that's your standard. You have allowed that standard in your life. I look at your family and you don't like the way things are working, that's your standard you've chosen for yourself. And so when that awareness hit me, I said, "You know what? I'm going to set a new standard in my life."
Okay.
I will never disrespect my wife for whatever reason. For whatever reason. I want her in my life, and that's what I've chosen. Then I will never meet ladies for whatever reason. I don't. If you're not coming to the office, then I can't meet you for coffee.
Okay.
Because we have to meet for something. It has to be business, it has to be, and I'm not saying this is the standard men should apply. If they're okay, if they've not been the place I'm at where I have tried meeting ladies and it has gone south, then it's fine, they can continue. But if you're struggling with it and you want to stop, then stop with first not meeting.
Not meeting, yeah.
At all. Meet in an office or meet with someone, but don't meet people alone for coffee. I'm meeting you here for coffee because there are people behind the scenes.
And there's something actually we're doing.
This is work.
This is work, yeah.
But you will never find me in a hotel meeting someone for coffee. Doing what? Talking about what? If we are meeting, I have an office in church where we can meet, or we could meet in places or with people. Or we could talk on phone to Malizane.
Okay.
And so then this journey began of a deliberate journey for purity, a deliberate journey for becoming, a deliberate journey for serving the Lord. That is when, by the way, so many things were born from my spirit, including 15 songs that became the biggest in the country. Because of my journey, because God said, "You want to start?" So he started teaching me some things. One, he taught me that not every good song I should produce.
That's how you became now
Yeah,
a
that's how I became a
songwriter?
writer. Yeah.
Okay.
Because God said, I will show you that not every song that comes from your spirit is yours. So he gave me the song Vanity. Then he said, that's not yours. Saying, ni anani, give that yours.
Wait.
Yeah.
So it was like you were instructed by God to give
Direct, yeah. Direct instruction.
Okay.
God gave me 15 songs that became revolutionary in the gospel industry, were born. And there are many amongst them, you know some of them, Dadio and Size8, Masi Masika, Laura Carrero, McKenna, Bire, Joki Muni, all of those people were able to get songs that were a blessing to them because of one person's obedience.
But unajua, let's be human.
Yeah.
God anakuinstruct, you know what, this is not your song, this is a song for so and so.
Yeah.
And you gladly give it to them,
Yeah.
and then it becomes a hit song.
Yeah.
Whereas where your songs, maybe they're not as big as this.
Right.
And maybe you're not making as much as they are.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel? And where were you, like, in terms of finances? How are you?
You see, at that time, God was also working on my pride. Please understand. So it's good for me that that happens. That a song hits that is not mine, yet it was born from my spirit. It is very important that happened. Because God, you see, you can't change the outer behavior of a man if you've not changed their belief system. And that's why the Bible says, be transformed by the renewal of your mind.
Okay.
So if you're at a place where you still call it my song, you're not yet there. It's not my song. It's me. It's a song being born through me. But those are songs God said niza so and so. Some of them were able to reward me financially. Some of them were not.
Okay.
But you see, the thing about money and I'm not talking about generally the journey, I'm talking about my journey with money, is you come from a place where you have no money at all, but you want money, to a place where you have a lot of money and you love money, then to a place where you have absolutely no money at all and not okay with that, to a place where whether you have money or not, it doesn't define you. And that's where I am now.
Okay.
Whether the money is there or not, it doesn't define my mood. It doesn't define whether I woke up okay or not. I used to be at a place where if I wake up and I don't have money, I sleep on the bed like a sick man. So now I have absolutely no need for an extra coin in my life. And I'm not saying this as PR. Those around me will know, and my wife watching the show knows, that I have absolutely no desire for an extra coin in my life. I want other things. And I have been introduced by the Lord to a life of provision. So there's a difference between income and provision. Income, you earn the money.
Yeah.
Provision, the money earns you. Yeah. You get to a place where if you need to be here in this show, you will be, whether you have the money or not. It is important to pay a few of your bills, but the money is not, I've not given any place
to the money aspect.
To the money, yeah. So that's the journey I'm on. Respecting people of the opposite sex, knowing the place of money in your life, and starting a journey of becoming.
Okay. Now, for you, it was spiritual, but a lot of men out there, I read something that said that a lot of men work on issues when it comes to mental health.
Right.
And someone was saying that don't take a man to counseling because he doesn't need that.
Yeah.
Anahitaji, income to take care of the bills that will help him deal with his mental health situation.
Yeah.
So for you...
So that's wrong thinking.
Okay.
If a man needs income, they will get the income killing people in town. Yeah, so they don't need income, they need value. What can they do to add value to society? Then society has no problem giving them money. I'm a songwriter. I add value to your life by giving you a song, right? Mm-hmm. You have no problem paying 100,000 or 200,000 to me because of the value I have added in your life.
Very true.
I hear people say, by the time I'm 40, I want to be a billionaire. Doing what? It's the wrong way of going around it. Mm-hmm. What value are you adding? If you can be the best doctor there is in East and Central Africa, best brain surgeon, we have absolutely no problem giving you the billions. Mm-hmm. So the question of value is a better question than the question of income. So if you wash cars, then I have no problem giving you 200 or 300. Na hujaniibia, nimekupea roho safi.
Yeah.
So a man right now who's discouraged and going through mental health does not need to have the question of income, the conversation of income. It's the conversation of value. What skill can we add to this man's life that can make, because I'll tell you this, and I know time is so much spent, but I'll tell you, people have a need to add value. Have you ever been driving and then unauliza mtu, by the way, Moi Avenue ni wapi?
Yeah.
My God, they brighten up.
Yeah.
Especially if they know where Moi Avenue. They want to take you there personally. They want to say, wow, fanya hivi. And they want to actually add value to your life. Yeah. So there's that need in our lives to add value to other people, to add value to society. And so if someone is going through stress and nini, you interview them, you realize they don't think they're adding value to the people around them and to the society.
That's profound.
Yeah.
And there's something that's been trending for the last couple of months, probably. Yeah. The issue about manifesting. Mm-hmm. So manifesting for X, for money, for whatever.
Yeah.
So that is the wrong way to go around it.
Manifesting how?
Mm-hmm. Like people will say, I'm manifesting to a trip to Maldives. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or I'm manifesting to get X number of money in my account.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm. I mean, it's a deeper concept than, they're right. Mm-hmm. You manifest what is inside, what you've been planning. But now, it's not something I can explain. I don't know the context with which people are saying it.
Okay.
But everything in life is a manifestation. Mm-hmm. Everything. Even the trip you take to Maldives is a manifestation of what process has been going on inside. So they are right to say that. Mm-hmm. It's just that people now are manifesting the wrong things. If you're manifesting in a club or manifesting through unfaithfulness or manifesting through swindling someone,
yeah,
it is actually a representation of the person you're becoming inside. So manifest the right things by becoming the right person within you.
We're almost wrapping up, and I have to ask, what are some of the lessons that you got to learn from the
whole
ups
journey
and downs of your life? And where are you right now?
So, like I told you, I'm at a place where I care for value more than for money. I'm at a place where God's provision is real in my life. I have achieved more with less than I achieved when I had more. I migrated from ambition to vision. It's not about which car I would like to drive or where I would like to live. It's how many lives would I like to affect. That's a better conversation. Then I have changed from wanting fame and wanting money and wanting to manifest and wanting to happen to a place where I'd like to actually change people's lives.
Wow.
I'd like to see a seed, a small seed, become a tree, then become a forest, then add value to society. I'd like to see people's lives change. I'd like to see a young artist who's saying, I want that big song, I want that big song. Get that big song, but still maintain stability mentally. That's what I want to see. So there are a lot of lessons I've learned, there are a lot of mentorship that I'm doing. It's not about me. I have 30 people behind me by the name of Karura Voices.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are coming to affect this generation. So watch out.
Yeah, and I like what you guys are doing with Karura Voices, because you're bringing back the worship in church.
That sound.
Yeah, that sound, yeah.
Yeah, we're bringing that sound. For the longest time, the church had borrowed a sound from the world. Now we've come with a sound. Yeah.
Okay. And I also saw you're doing Sheng Bible study.
Yeah. DJ Raf is doing that.
Yeah.
So sometimes he'll have me as a guest.
Wow.
So sometimes he has me as a guest, but it's his show. DJ Raf, big up.
Big up. Wow, it's been amazing you coming through, spending time with us right here on the set.
Thank you so much.
It's been, yani, one of those stories yenye talking to you has been such a blessing. Like, na feel impact my life positively, and I hope here to the guys, you know, watching this, watakuwa impacted positively, and also na feel kumekuwa na instant positive feedback from our studio audience.
Behind the scene.
Yeah, behind the scene. So, you know, they had a good time, and
I'm happy
listening to your story.
Yeah.
Maybe one last thing.
Yeah.
Where can people get you, and also your message? What message would you parting shot? Yeah.
People can get me on social media. I'm Instagram @TheRealPitson. Facebook, I'm just Pitson. Twitter @TheRealPitson. I'm not on TikTok yet, but I'm headed there.
All the best.
On YouTube, subscribe to my channel, Pitson TV, and then subscribe to Karura Voices channel as well, just that, Karura Voices. My parting shot, first of all, to thank you for this platform.
Thank you too.
It is things that start this small that blow up.
Amen.
To be CNN
and
BBC and all that. And may you reach to those standards.
Amen. Amen.
My parting shot is value, value, value. Obedience. Start becoming. You're blocking the way of your miracle by just simple habits that you've taken up. Many people have taken up that are destroying their lives. There's absolutely no value in pornography, no value in drinking, no value in having many women in the world. Absolutely no value in those habits. So once people have stopped their minds, cut the noise in your life, the minds will relax, and they'll give you answers to some of the hardest questions in life. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank
and I hope maybe one of these fine days we'll call you back again and see how you're doing. Yes,
right.
And talk to you some more.
Thank you. I'll be looking forward.
Kama tume add value to you through this conversation, kindly subscribe and share. Let your friends and family also get to subscribe on this channel, because it's all about open and honest conversations right here on the Spot Podcast. And kama kawaida, we like to have coffee kwa sababu ina relax your mind. It kind of keeps you at ease. Umekuwa at ease, no pressure.
Kabisa.
Wow, thank you so much for tuning in, and also thank you to Vera Beauty and Fashion College. They're the best in the country and in the region. So kama unataka kufanya stories za beauty and everything there is to grooming, you know, and also catering, yani, check them out. They are the best. And you know, when you study with the best, then you definitely become the best. Becoming. And also a big thank you to Kamunge Original Studios for the production. It's amazing, and the set. And also the production crew, Hannah, Duncan, Hilda, Ian, Dennis, and also Isa. Thank you so much. And you made this amazing. It's that time to kiss and say goodbye. I am STL Yamumo. Sips coffee. Oh my.